The Atlanta Falcons are one of many teams this offseason that are making changes to their uniforms. They finally dropped it today, of course, today being Wednesday, and today we are going to talk a little bit about them and take a look at them. Now, before we hop into this video, like always, I'm NFL Global. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and share the video with all of your friends. We cover all 32 NFL teams. We cover big news, trades, signings, draft videos, potential outlooks for teams, all of that great stuff. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. So like I mentioned, the Falcons are one of many teams that are looking to make a bit of changes to their uniforms. Today they dropped them, and I must say that I actually really do like some of the changes that they made. They unveiled their new uniforms that feature 4 new jerseys, black, white, gradient, and a 1966 throwback. Also with 4 new pants that include black, white, red, and a 1966 throwback. Now, for anybody wondering, their logo has definitely and officially stayed the same, which I didn't think they were ever going to change their logo. I think their logo is really good. I think it's really nice, and I think it fits the name and the franchise pretty perfectly. I must say that the gradient is one of my favorites out of the changes and is officially one of my favorite uniforms out of the entirety of the NFL. I love the gradient look. I think it's going to look super, super cool, and I think that is super different. You know, there's a lot of teams around the NFL, and really none of them have done gradient. I think the closest team that has done a gradient is the Jacksonville Jags, and, you know, even them, I like their uniforms, I like their colors, and I just love the gradient look, and I think the black and the red, it just really, really fits in perfectly for that gradient color for the Falcons. It's been 17 years since the Atlanta Falcons made a uniform change. The Falcons have been working with Nike on the new design for about the past 2 seasons and have received player and fan feedback, which I think was actually really cool. You know, the fact that they cared enough to work with a big brand like Nike, but also went and they asked the fans, you know, what do you guys think of this? What's some changes that you would make? I think that that's really cool that they interacted with fans, but they also worked with the players they had at hand to make sure that the players liked what they were wearing on the field. I mean, believe it or not, wearing a uniform that you feel confident in, that you feel like you have some swagger in, can totally change some momentum. The changes are not too drastic, but, you know, looking at them, they definitely have some really clean options. I like the whole white on white look with the black helmet. I think that just looks fire. I love the all black look with a little bit of that red and white dripping down. You know, like I said, my favorite just has to be that gradient. The way that it goes from the black helmet to the red and slowly works its way down, getting darker, all the way to the black until you get to the shoes, which you have, of course, that red. There are also a little bit more tiny details that make the uniforms a bit different. Of course, the font is a little bit different than usual when you're looking at the numbers, when you're looking at the ATL for Atlanta. I think it pops out more. I think it looks a little bit more sharp. Reports actually said that the Falcons logo did get a bit larger on the helmets. I personally wouldn't have known that unless I heard it. And they also added some silver face masks, which I think just looks dope with the black helmet and the slightly red logo that you're getting from the Falcons logo. But that's just going to be it for today's video. Nothing too in-depth. Thought we'd really just look at their uniforms, talk about them. But these are my opinions on it. I really like the Atlanta Falcons jerseys heading into next season. I don't really know why a lot of people are hating on them. I think they're fire, again, especially that gradient one. But what are your guys' thoughts on them? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section below. Like this video and subscribe to the channel for all of your NFL news and content. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video.